Hey, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, welcome back to the one and only Band of Misfits podcast, the showcase of controlled chaos we call our friendship. That's Wolf, that's Latte, and I'm your main squeeze, Shioto. What is up?
Hey guys, now to continue the conversation we were having before this, we were talking about how Ronnie, DeVoe, he's a vampire. He does not age.
No.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know who Ronnie DeVoe is, he's was from a famous boy band from back in the 80s. The one Bobby Brown was in. The guy has not aged basically since the 80s. So if you look up, I don't know if people can see on the podcast. No, they can't see.
No, they can't see. I'll say, look up a picture of him. Just type in Ronnie DeVoe and it will pull up a picture of like him in a hat. That's when he was younger, and it will pull up a picture of him and his kids. That he's in his 50s. He looks exactly the same. Literally, like we're staring at a picture of him right now. Like literally, he does not look any different.
It hasn't even changed. Like everything's the same. He even has.
Yeah, he looks exactly the same. He is a vampire. He's like one of those celebrities that just, like, don't have plastic surgery, but they just don't age. They look like a vampire. They're literally a vampire. They don't age.
Every plastic surgeon's worst nightmare.
Oh, so yeah, because they never have to go to them. It's like, oh, did you get plastic surgery? Nope.
I think sometimes people age better without it. Like, Jennifer Aniston also looks really, really good.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if you get plastic surgery, like, it will last a little while, but then eventually it's going to get to the point where it starts to wear off, and it's going, like, all those years are suddenly going to catch up to you. Because, like, I don't know if y'all have seen that show, Botched, which is about, like, botched plastic surgeries, and they have to go to this guy to fix them. It's like, holy jeez, it makes me so thankful that the only, like, quote-unquote plastic surgery I'm going to eventually get is top surgery. Like, Jesus Christ, some people, like, they just butcher themselves.
I think Botox is fine, and like, getting maybe, like, a little bit of, like, lipo or breast and stuff like that is okay.
Yeah.
But I think, like, really carving into yourself is see how that stuff is going to hold up to the test of time.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not. It's gonna eventually. It will just all hit you, and it's not gonna be a pretty result.
I feel it's supposed to, like, make you look more chiseled because, like, a lot of people add them to their cheeks, but, like, spread out, they just make you look more round after a while.
No. Yeah, no, I agree. I just, like, I can understand if you need it for a medical reason or something, like, people get it, like, a nose job because they can't really breathe out of their nose, like, their airways collapse or something, or, like, just a little bit here and there, maybe. But there are people who will just go and be like, hey, I want you to completely redo my breast, or, there's one lady on there that was, like, it looks like she had basketballs on her chest. I was like, why? Here's my question. Why do you need that? It's just, I just don't understand. But yeah, this guy, yeah, is literally a plastic surgeon's worst nightmare because he does not age. He is a vampire. It's like, or you get the celebrities that, like, age slower, like Simon Cowell. Like I swear he hasn't really aged either, because I mean, it just looks like he got a little, like, a few gray hairs and stuff. Other than that, he looks relatively the same as when he was younger. And it just amazes me. But yeah, Latte, so you said before the podcast that you had some news for us. Would you like to share? Latte. Her mic must have cut out again.
Most likely.
Most likely, yes. Technical difficulties, folks. Oh,
Yep, there she goes.
yep. She had to leave the Discord quickly.
And she's back.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know who did that. Just pick me up for no reason. But my good news is I got a job.
You got a job? Yay! Where'd you get a job?
Wait, should we not?
Or well, what's the job you doing?
Yeah.
I'll say not where, but what are you doing?
Service agent. And
Oh yeah, you were trying to find that.
hired Monday.
You start Monday? And her mic cut out again.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, awesome. She's got a job. That makes me happy. Yeah, for background information, people, Latte has been trying to find a job as a help, like,
Customer service rep.
yeah, customer service rep. That way it can be remote and she can stay safe in these COVID times, while still also getting a job and being able to, like, pay stuff. So, you know, she's been looking for a few weeks now. She's been really searching hard. So that's awesome, Latte. I'm so happy for you. Oh, I spy a panda. Panda?
Hello, we're in a car.
Hi. Hi, Panda. Hi, Josh. Is that Josh with you?
There you go. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Josh. Latte got a job.
Yeah.
Latte got a job as the customer service rep that she was trying to get.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yep.
That's so exciting. Oh, yeah, we are headed back from Josh's parents' house. Yeah, that's right. So he's moving a bunch of stuff into the apartment, so we're like gonna have to go eat and then drive all the way back for a 2-hour drive. So that is what we are doing now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to guess that you're not going to be able to make it to the stream later then.
Able to? I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'll say, we'll play it by ear. We might not be able to do the stream tonight. We'll just play it by ear.
Right. I wanted to at least hop on and say hi for a minute.
Yay!
Yeah. I have the keys to my classroom now.
Yes, she showed us. She showed us her classroom. It was awesome.
Really excited.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going over tomorrow to set some stuff up.
I bet you can't wait to decorate it.
I know, I'm really excited to actually, I gotta hang my diploma up and then get some other fun stuff for it.
Yeah,
Sure.
she was actually putting some ideas in the chat. She was asking if we could like give her ideas and stuff because Elian actually had a very good idea about making like putting like the sensory headphones or something in there,
Yeah.
and then like a bean bag.
I also teach high school, so I have 2 separate classrooms, so I figured I would get one of those 2-packs of them. It's noise canceling. It's not like regular headphones that plug in. It's like a softening thing that you use firearms.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get a 2-pack of those and put one in each. Probably what I'm gonna do.
That's good. That's smart. Because yeah, I remember when I was in high school, so because I have bad eyesight, and then also just because of genetics, I have hypersensitive hearing. So I get overloaded by sound very easily a lot, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
God, I remember being in high school and I'd get the worst headaches. It sucked.
I know. That's a hard, and I feel like it's a good spot. I teach orchestra, and it's the same thing. It's not quite as overwhelming as band, but it's definitely, difficult. So I was trying to find something that could help some kids take a break if they need it,
Yeah.
And I think
Good.
I wish I would have had in high school. So,
Oh, I would have loved if they had had something like that in high school.
right. Okay, we're ordering food. I might hop back in a second. So give me a second. Okay.
Okay, we'll see you in a sec, maybe.
In a sec. All right, maybe. Bye.
Bye. Well, there we go. Podcast one got to pop on briefly. She might pop on again later, but yeah. In other news, I've updated Latte about my Nintendo Switch situation. Yeah, I got it yesterday. I came back from work yesterday and was sitting in a package on my front porch because I had no idea what it was because I have 3 packages technically that are out and about, and I don't know when any of them are set to arrive really. So I didn't know if it was that or if it was a different one or whatever until I opened it up because it was super light. It's like this big box. And it was just filled with packing peanuts. I literally had to like scoop out all the packing peanuts all over my living room because it was at the very bottom. And then to get the paper, because they gave me forms basically telling me like what they did and then post-repair instructions and stuff. So I had to scoop out all the packing peanuts just to get to the bottom, and then I had to put all the packing peanuts back in. It was a process. But yeah, so my Switch has been returned to me. And yeah, so I got a little paper saying what the service performed was. So my Switch was cleaned, tested, and inspected, and all the components were inspected, and there was 4 part replacements. Like, I just sent it to get the battery fixed, but it point blank says part replacement, part replacement, part replacement, part replacement. There were 4 part replacements. Like, holy crap. No, well, dang indeed. I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know there was that much wrong with my Switch. I just thought I had a battery problem. But yeah, so they sent it back to me. When they send it back, they actually send it in separate little bags. So they put each of the Joy-Cons in separate little baggies, and then they put the actual console in a plastic wrap bag, and then they put it in like a protective like foam bag. So yeah, it looks good. And it's running great. I've already been testing the battery today. The battery's back to how it should be. It's lasted a couple hours now, so yay. No more dying after 15 minutes. But yeah, I was like, holy crap, they replaced 4 parts. It makes me wonder, I wish they like said what parts they were instead of just saying part replacement, because I'm like curious as to what they replaced. Because like I'm guessing they had to replace whatever was wrong with the battery, but like I wonder what else they replaced.
I'm assuming they don't tell you what parts are replaced exactly.
Yeah, no, it just says part replacement.
Maybe they cover their butts, perhaps?
Maybe.
They replace multiple things
I mean, as long
for $30.
honestly, as long as they're fixed.
Yeah, as long as it's fixed, and yeah, I got 4 parts replaced and another 1-year warranty. They replaced all that for $30. So like, yes, that makes me happy.
I have to wait till October.
Yep. But yeah, so they sent me a little post-repair instructions, and it basically says, like, they have checkboxes, and they'll check off certain things, like, one says, a battery that was low in voltage may have caused the problems. That wasn't checked off, so I'm guessing they just replaced my battery. An unknown substance contamination was found in your system and or games. That's not checked off, so they didn't found that. They did check off, however, we have verified your problem and repair and replace defective components, which is nice because the other one they have is, after thoroughly testing your Nintendo components, we cannot duplicate the problem. So clearly they were able to duplicate the problem. So they checked off we have verified your problem. And then the other box they checked up, which was the one that I was really worried about, is about my user information, which includes the game save data, system settings, and etc. I was worried that, like, because they said, there is that low chance that something could happen, and there's a system malfunction, and it could be, like, lost. but they went ahead and checked off saying your user information has been loaded into your repaired replaced system. So,
Good.
so yay, thank God. In preparation, just in case though, I had the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, which means that I could have just accessed my cloud data. And I also took every Pokemon off my Pokemon game and put them in the Pokebank, just in case.
Yes, we all know that story.
Yes, I believe I told it 2 weeks ago. So yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I sent them. Let's see, they serviced my Switch on the 6th. It was the 12th yesterday, so it took 6 days to get it back. But I sent it to them on the 30th. So that was. So let's see. I sent it to them on the 30th. It reached them probably Wednesday or Thursday, and then they. So the 30th is a Friday, the 6th is a Friday. That's when they serviced it. So after a week, they fixed it, and then I got it back in less than a week from that. So literally, actually, it was less than 2 weeks. Today would have been 2 weeks, so it was less than 2 weeks. It was a day less than 2 weeks. I thought it was longer. It felt like longer. Let me correct myself. It felt like longer.
I mean, that's not bad.
It isn't. They told me it would take like 2 to 3 weeks. So, I'm glad I actually didn't take that long. That makes me happy, because now I can play Monster Hunter again, and then I can also get Neo, and I can also take Shioda's copy of Animal Crossing.
Oh, why that?
Yeah, speaking of which, you wanna give that to me? Mm-hmm.
I can bring it tomorrow.
Yay! Yeah, Shioda doesn't. You don't really care about Animal Crossing.
I really don't. The only reason I still have it is because it was a Christmas gift from a friend.
Yeah.
Get Animal Crossing.
Like,
What?
Get Animal Crossing.
Dude, I love it. I want to play Animal Crossing. I have the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for my phone. I've wanted to get Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've wanted to get an Animal Crossing game so badly. I just haven't done it. And Shioda, I mentioned that to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I can just like let you borrow my copy."
Yeah, I have a few games that I used to play like on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
That were kind of like that. Okay, weird story, but basically I ended up losing them thanks to like a potential tornado threat. Our house, this was back in high school, so a long, long time ago. There's these tornado alarms going all off on TV and phones. So it was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Put it
I
somewhere
remember that.
in like my emergency bag.
Mm-hmm.
Very important to me. So it's what I wanted to take. Water and Nintendo.
Well, you know that's how you do it.
Somehow I ended up losing it when I was unpacking some of my stuff that was packed for the tornado, just in case. 3DS, where my games are.
Mm-hmm.
So tragic. It's waiting for a game like Animal Crossing, because I used to play My Sims, and then I think there's a game called like My Fantasy Life or something weird. No, Fantasy something. I really like.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but of course I have all the super cheap games that I hated. That's my expensive ones. Fine though.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to lose those cartridges. They're so small.
No, that's what I get for being hard-headed. I should have bought them downloaded, but can't do it.
No, man. I bought the cases to put them in. So whenever I took a game out, it went right in my DS. I never put it down or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I still lost a game. I still, unfortunately, did lose a game at one point. And it devastated me. It was... I had Heart Gold. Pokemon Heart Gold. And, God, that devastated me when I lost that. Because I had just beaten the game. Like, I just caught Mewtwo and all that. It was the second Pokemon game I ever had. And I had taken my Infernape from Pokemon Diamond, and I had put it on that game. Because I wanted to start, like, putting my Pokemon on that game and stuff. But luckily, Infernape was the only one that I put on that game, but I'm still so upset at myself. Got back from a trip. Had gone out of town. Had gone and visited family in Oklahoma. Got back. Was unpacking. Game fell off my bed, and I had no idea where it went. And because of my memory issues, unfortunately, I had no idea that it had actually fallen out of my bag and off my bed. I thought maybe I had left it at the hotel or something, or it had fallen out in the car, or I had no idea where it went. I was devastated. So devastated. My parents realized how devastated I was, because literally I was moping. I was so sad.
One of the games.
What?
I was about to beat one of the games that I lost. I was like
Oh,
super close
yeah.
to the end.
Dude, I had just caught
I
Mewtwo.
lost.
I had just caught Mewtwo on my game. I was like, oh my god, I caught this legendary Pokemon. Like, this is awesome. And then I lost it. But yeah. My parents saw how devastated I was, though. And literally, like, they went out and bought me another copy of it. Because they were like, they knew how sad I was. It didn't make up for the fact it's very sweet. Didn't make up for the fact that I had lost the game that had my first Pokemon on it, Infernape. But, and then literally, funny story, year later, I was making my bed and I noticed my mattress was like off kilter in the bed frame, so I moved it. And lo and behold, what had gotten wedged between the edge of my frame and my mattress, but the game, and I heard something hit my carpet. And I look and I see, and there's the game. And I'm going, oh, is that the Heart Gold game that I didn't realize that it was one I had lost. I thought it was just one that I currently had, so I was like, oh, would you look at that? But then I realized, no, because I was like, oh, well, let me go put you back in the case. So I opened up the case, and then I realized, oh, there's a Heart Gold game already in here. This is the one I lost. What? It gets worse. No, it's gonna dive. Don't get happy. I got so happy. I got so excited. Put the game in, it didn't work. So, long story short, when I had first got that game, I had technically been having some technical difficulties because I would get the pre-owned games because they're cheaper. I didn't get the newer, nicer ones. So it had some technical difficulties, and it was nothing serious. But the Heart Gold games still have it. It does not run. It does not read the card. I put it in, and sometimes it will read the card, but when you try to load up the game, it's the blue screen of death. It's just a blue screen. So it won't load the game, and half the time it doesn't even read that the cartridge is in the DS. So it was really disappointing. I took it to GameStop because my kid brain was like, oh, GameStop can fix this, and GameStop was like, we don't know how the hell to fix this. They're like, if you want, you can send it to Nintendo and see if they're willing to fix it, but like they'll probably just either throw it away or send it back to you and be like, good luck, kids. Sorry, buy a new game.
Yeah,
So
pre-owned games can be Russian roulette.
oh yeah,
I had a game. Remember the show Attack on the Power of Juju
yeah,
on Nickelodeon?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that game. I don't know how I ended up with that game, but they made a video game based on the show. I actually really liked it. And it played well until midway through. Just decided, yeah, we're not going to load anymore for the rest of the game. That was sad because it's like I had already played so far into it. By the time I realized
you were like devoted to the story and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Still like the game. I recommend it to anyone who has young kids who like to play, like kind of semi-puzzle games. Yeah. I played it back when I was like in elementary school, so basically for smaller kids. It was really fun.
Yeah. It's just heartbreaking when you like have a game that just suddenly stops working. I remember when the Heart Gold game. I remember whenever it was having issues and not playing, I'd literally have to like press the cartridge, and then it would start working again. Because I remember thinking it's the weirdest thing. Like I would have to press the cartridge and like wait till I heard like a click on the inside for me to be able to play it. Because I remember thinking this isn't normal. But yeah, it was so disappointing.
The ways as kids we try to fix things that were broken, things that will fix anything. Actually, that does work sometimes.
That's why I pushed it, because I was like, oh, maybe it's like a soda machine. You kick it and it gives you your stuff. So I would push on the cartridge and it would work, but now it won't work.
Yeah, don't last so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a gander that with it falling where it did, like, maybe my bed shifted and something inside of it either broke or whatever had already been broke finished breaking. So I have no idea though, unless I wanted to crack it open and see what was wrong with it, which I'm not gonna do. So it is what it is. I'm very sad about it though. I still have the game. I'm never gonna throw that game away. I still have it. I just made sure to like mark on it. Yeah, I just made sure to mark on it like that it is the broken one and it's not the one that actually works, so I know the difference. So I don't like try to play Heart Gold one day or something and put it in thinking that that's my Heart Gold game, because otherwise I might have like a mini heart attack thinking that my other Heart Gold game's broke now. So.
Well, that's.
You said this is a cartridge?
Yeah, this is a game cartridge. One of the DS game cartridges. It's an old one too.
Giant Sega cartridges. I don't know why I was imagining that.
It's ridiculous how expensive retro games are now.
Yes.
Like, all gold could probably be like $70 for all we know.
Dude, I had an email. I saw somewhere that people like. I bought Pokemon Diamond for like $15. I sold it for $50 because somebody was buying retro games. I was like, wow. Now I've kept all my other cartridges. I haven't sold them, but Diamond I did sell.
Sega, like, Sega, correction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mom, when you get that Sega? The 90s? My mom had a Sega. Still works. I haven't plugged it in a long time, but still works whenever I do it.
Yeah, those things last.
Giant. Yeah, bulletproof.
Yeah, like literally.
Oh, I think. I know we got Street Fighter. That's what got me into Street Fighter at first, because that's what I used to play on.
Yes, that's what Latte grew up with, by the way. Street Fighter. A super brutal video game.
This too, because when my parents would visit their nephews, they're like really baby nephews, like babies. Street Fighter, and they got addicted too.
Oh my gosh, your family. Dude, I wish my parents played video games growing up. But we got the Wii, and we would play just like Wii bowling. Like that was the extent of us. Yes, that was the extent of video games in my household. Like I didn't start playing actual video games until I met you, and then until my neighbor got me into video games. Like you and my neighbor got me into video games.
It's oddly tense though.
How so?
Super competitive.
That is true. Yeah, that's one of those games that like ruins friendships because you just get so competitive about it.
It's be fun.
It's like, oh yeah, this is a great game to introduce kids to.
Adults that get more mad about games like that than the kids.
Literally. I'll say adults will like flip a table. Kids would be like, oh, I lost. Adults will be like, how dare I lose? How could you beat me? No! And it's like, who's really the child here?
Please. Like, how do you question my taxes on my condo? Or something random.
Dude, see, I've been to Auntie's house a few times and we've played Street Fighter. She slaughters me. She's like, oh, I'll go easy on you. 3 moves later, I'm dead. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't, how? It's just, how?
Bully.
What?
I've never...
See, I think you should go out of practice and then we battle. Though you'd still probably kill me. I just button mashed. I was like, at this point, I'm just button mashing because I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to win otherwise. I think I landed a few punches.
Simple fighting games is that you can just button mash.
I mean, yeah, it works. Those are the best games, the ones that you can just button mash.
Button mashing. I am playing Neo, and oh my god, what the fuck is this?
Oh yeah, Neo's the new game Shota got me into. He got me into it as soon as I had to send my Switch away, which is very irritating. Because I really wanted it. But basically, Neo is like the fights are literally just button mashing.
Literally, and I'm spelling. I don't even know what the hell this is. It's like some sort of like antelope deal god. What the hell?
But yeah, it's literally a button mashing game.
It is. I mean, it's fun. It's fun button mashing. Like you have to strategize, but yeah, it is pretty much button mashing.
I will say so going back to the DS cartridge systems, I have a pet peeve with that. So my dad was coming back from work one day, and this is back when Radio Shack was a thing. We had a Radio Shack by us. He was in the parking lot of Radio Shack, found a DS game that had been like run over, beaten up, it had chips in it, everything. He brought it home. I had to sand that thing off with sandpaper just so I could actually get it into the cartridge slot on my DS. Because it was so... it didn't say what the game was. The sticker had been taken off. It wound up being like an iCarly game.
Oh.
But that thing still worked. It had been run over by cars. It had chips in it. I had to sand it off with sandpaper because it was so, like, the plastic was jutting out of it. But it still worked. Yet my Pokemon game, which got a little crushed in it makes me wonder what happened to it before I got a hold of it. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve, because I'm like, oh yes, this doesn't work, but the other one does. Because that makes sense. Because that definitely makes sense. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that little pet peeve of mine. But yeah, it was an iCarly game, because I think I gave it to my sister. Because at the time, my parents were like, oh, if Wolf likes video games, maybe she'll like them too. And so when I got my 3DS, they were like, hey, give your sister your DSi so she can try and get into games. And they got her a few of like those, you know, the pet games, like the Dog Life or whatever game?
Nintendo
yeah.
Pet?
Yeah, the Nintendo Dogs or whatever. Yeah, they would get her games like that, and then like various games that they thought she might like, and she played them a little bit. She actually played Pokemon a little bit at one point, but she just really didn't get into them. So it was kind of like pointless. So I took my DS back after a while because I was like, "You're not gonna get into the games," and I wound up like trading all of her games in for money because there was no point. She wasn't playing them. And I traded in the iCarly one. Because they were like, what the hell? Like, what happened to this game? I was like, here's a funny story. And I told them, and they were like, it still works. I showed them. I whipped out my DS, plugged it in, and started playing. And they were like, holy crap. I was like, I know. This is rare. It's like either the game is bulletproof, or the game is the most flimsy thing in the world. Like you have, there's no in between, and it's so irritating. It drives me insane.
How small the cartridges were.
Dude, they're still small. The SD cards that we have, the cards that we have now, are basically the size of an SD card. The cards for the cartridge cards for the Switch are basically the size of SD cards. They're so tiny. Like before with the DS, I was worried about setting it down and losing them. With these, I'm even more terrified because they're so much smaller.
Oh, trust me, Perry hates them.
You want to tell the audience who Perry is?
I feel like
I think you have. I don't think Latte knows. Latte, do you know who Perry is?
Platypus?
Your mic cut out. Give her a minute. She left. She's gonna rejoin.
Hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Do you know who Perry is?
Puss.
The what?
Puss.
Did you just say the puss?
Puss. Platypus.
Oh, Perry the platypus. Oh, I was gonna say I heard platypus. It just took a minute to click. No, it's not Perry the platypus.
So I don't want to say suffer, but I am naturally very paranoid.
Yes, Shioda has paranoia issues.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say issues, but I couldn't think of a better word. I'm sorry.
I mean, I didn't want to say suffers from paranoia because that just sounds like it's. I don't think paranoia. I mean, as far as I know, paranoia isn't like medically acknowledged, is it? I don't know. I've never really...
It's not acknowledged unless it's like extreme paranoia. And yours is more like medium level, if there was a scale, because it interferes with your life, but it doesn't prevent you from doing things.
Yeah.
So
I'm not the kind of person who has like a tinfoil hat all over his head.
Yeah.
I'm not at that level yet.
Don't worry, we'll keep you from reaching that level.
Also, if I get to that level, just shoot me. But no, paranoia, Perry. Perry is the name of my paranoia. I've given my paranoia a name.
I mean, at this point, it's a regular part of your life, so you might as well name it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he can be a pain, especially with the cartridges, because I have well, if you've seen my setup, I have all my games in one specific area.
Mm-hmm.
Not to leave that area, specifically because I don't want to accidentally lose them. Oh god, I'm going to get electrified. So yeah, Perry can be a dick. Often.
Yeah, Perry. It makes sense that Perry would get like I don't have paranoia, but like I get paranoid about that stuff. Like, Jesus, like, it just makes me worry.
I mean, at least it's justified.
It is. It is. They're tiny cartridges. You bump it off the table, it's gone forever.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, hence the reason we have cases to put them. Literally, the moment I take a game out of this Switch, it goes right into the case. Or I have I'm not talking about the case that you get the game in, guys. I'm talking about the
like cases.
Yeah, like basically the Switch holder case that you have, the travel bag. I put it in there.
I don't know what I'm fighting. It's like a monstrous steel thing. This giant is not even moving, but it's kicking my ass. How?
Well, that's unfortunately how things go sometimes. Yeah. Oh, dude, I've just been doing random Elder Dragon battles today, seeing if I can't get any. I got a few of them.
Lucky ass.
Yeah, dude, it's button mashing. I refresh the page, scroll down to the things with people, and then try and get into their lobby as fast as I can. And if I get lucky, I get in their lobby. If I don't get lucky, I don't get in their lobby. Like, it's all chance.
I think with Neo, I just sold you on the soundtrack. Like specifically the soundtrack. You had not
Yeah,
seen up here.
yeah, Nero has a great soundtrack. Latte, you should look it up.
Is it whole time in music?
She might find it cool. Yeah.
Is she even there?
She is. She's just muted.
Ah, okay.
She might be talking to her mom. But yeah.
Well, yeah, no, we have the weirdest conversations at lunch.
Oh, yes, we do. Yeah, so we work together. Shioda and I work together. We have incredibly strength. Yes, we are work hubbies. You'll hear us reference this a lot. But yeah, we have the oddest conversations. We literally do.
We're literally talking about underwear in the middle of the break room.
Yes. We're talking about how we were talking about MeUndies underwear.
Sponsor, not sponsor, but could be. Get behind the truck. Get behind the truck. Get behind the truck.
Dude, I'd love if they sponsored us, because then I would actually buy their underwear. Their underwear is little expensive.
Yeah, there's trends like.
I would get it if it wasn't expensive. I'm trying to get a little bit more money before I buy things again.
That's foul. Oh my god. This thing needs to die.
Sure, that thing needs to die. This thing needs to die. It's not going to. I'm going to run out of time again.
Are you doing the Golden Goddess quest again?
Yeah, I managed to land a lobby with a level 91. I thought, like, maybe, because he's high level, he'd be able to, like, knock this thing out pretty quick, but I don't think this person knows what they're doing.
Since that's a little bit concerning since he's 91. What is this? What is this bullshittery?
Honestly, I think we're gonna run out of time because we got the 10-minute warning. We're gonna get the 5-minute warning here in a few minutes. Whoops! There goes my switch. Let me just pick that back up. Well, this thing's about to use golden roller on us again. Great. Could you just run away, please, and go into your second phase? Yeah, Shioda and I tried to take this on the other day. Thought we were doing good. Oh, yep, there's a warning. 5 minutes left. Thought we were doing good.
When you learned that there was a second stage.
Yes, then we learned there was a second stage to the fight, and we didn't feel as good after that. Dude, we haven't even gotten to the second stage of the fight. We defeated all the other ones that we were supposed to defeat, because there are 3 monsters you're supposed to defeat here. One of them is the Golden Boy, but there are 2 others. So we did defeat the other ones, but we can't even get the Golden Boy to go to his second phase.
He's not a boy because you can't ride him.
Yeah. But we're very upset. I am very disappointed that you can't ride him. Like, come on, man. It's just for the armor. Armor and weapons, unfortunately. But, god damn it, could it just leave? We got 5 minutes left. We're not gonna do it. It's really disappointing. I mean, at least it's not my SR ticket. Last time it was. That's why I can say it this time. Because I'm just joining other people's lobbies. I'm playing Russian roulette with lobbies. Russian roulette button smashing. Because to get into somebody's lobby is really hard. Like, literally, you just have to scroll down. You have to refresh the page, scroll down super fast to the lobby that you want, and then click and just smash A. Smash the A button. And you might be able to get in. If you're lucky, you'll be able to get in. But it's chance. It's a game of chance. Could you run away already, you little prick? We have less than 5 minutes with you. Could you just piss off? I don't understand how they think people are going to be able to do this super fast. Like,
Both people probably have to be higher leveled than what we are.
probably. Yeah. This guy's 91, but I'm only level 53, so yeah, it makes sense. Still. If this guy could just piss off and leave. I at least want to see what his second stage is.
You want me to tell you?
No.
It's nothing to...
It's his golden coat falls off, I think.
Yes.
See, we haven't even gotten that. This thing just keeps blasting us with a burn. Jesus Christ. Stop it. Stop. Overkill. We're already dead. Man, I got my Hellblade out, too. I was hoping my Hellblade would be able to do a little bit more, but it's not.
You got the Hellblade?
Yeah, I got a few of them. I got the Hellblade, I got the green Zappy Boy. I got both green Zappy Boys. I got the green furry Zappy Boy that we have, and then I got the Aslos Green Boy.
Cool. Like, give me some of those.
So, I also got Kieran. I just got Kieran.
Son of a bitch!
I also got, what is it? Raji or whatever, the monkey with the horns. I got that one.
I hate that guy.
Yeah. I got that one. I got a Nergigante. I got the Dread Queen Rathian. Yeah, I've got a few of them. I don't have a lot of them, but I do have a few. I've managed to get lucky. I also have the Kushladora. So that's fun.
Yeah. But...
God, he still hasn't run off. Jesus Christ, dude, we're gonna have to be in like level 90s or 100s. Okay, well, I died. We were out of time anyway. We had like 2 minutes remaining. We weren't gonna beat him. I'd say sorry, but I'm not sorry. We weren't gonna beat him anyway. I'd say sorry because it was my fault, but we weren't gonna beat him. We didn't have any time. If he has 2 phases, like Jesus Christ, we weren't gonna beat him. But yeah. In other news, I finally beat that stupid Nergigante. Before I had to send off my Switch, I was trying to get through like a bunch of the Deviants and Elder Dragon quests, and I had gotten stuck on the Nergigante. I just couldn't, it's like the second time you battle it, not the one for the story quest, but just the regular one. I couldn't beat it. It was driving me insane. I could not. I died like 3 or 4 times to it. And then I had to send my Switch off. I beat it first try when I got my Switch back.
Nice.
Oh no, it was ridiculous. I was very, very happy about that. It made me very, very happy. But yeah, anybody got any other news? Any other interesting things happen?
I am trying to walk skinny jeans.
Yeah, Shiota. We played dress up at his place the other day. He got a cool vest. I would have gotten if they had a large. They did not have my size, or the size that I prefer. And yes, he is trying to rock skinny jeans. It is very interesting to watch this. It looks good. Like, it's an actual complete outfit. It looks good.
It's just a matter of me getting used to skinny jeans.
Yes, I told him I was like, it's just, you're just gonna have to get, like, wear it around your house to get used to it. You just have to, yeah.
I'm not right now because I just got home. Oh, before we started recording, I got home from getting food. And seeing as it's in the summer, it's really not the best time to be wearing long pants.
Dude, it's so hot outside today. I'm pet sitting for my neighbors, and I had to walk across my street to go to their house to pet sit for them. Holy crap. I was wearing shorts and a tank top, and I was sweating. I was like, the house is 50 feet away from me. Like, Jesus. I was like, it made me wish I had just drove. I was like, but there's no point. It's so close, but it was so hot. God, global warming sucks. Like, global warming, it's worst, man. I was about to say finest, but no. God, it sucks. It's so hot outside.
There has. Hopefully, the heat will blow over.
Hopefully. I mean, we're getting the effects of that hurricane, so we're going to get a lot of rain, so maybe that will cool things down a bit. Though we might just get a ton of humidity, which is almost worse. It just so hot outside.
Again, we're inching closer to fall. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, but we really don't get winter. We really, like, the fall and the winters the past 5 or 6 years, they're really mild. They've been incredibly mild. They're like super, super mild fall and winters. It's just, I don't know. I don't mean to be pessimistic or anything, but I can't help but think, like, it's still going to be super mild and we're really not going to get a fall or a winter. And we're just going to suffer in the heat.
I mean, as long as it cools down enough for me to wear skinny jeans outside, I would love it.
That's fair, yeah. It does cool down enough where we can, like, wear long pants and, like, jackets outside, but not, like, winter gear.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yay, because of my asthma, I'm the type of person that, like, doesn't really care for harsh winters because it's really harsh on my lungs. At the same time, though, I'd like it to be at least a little cool because, to indicate that it is, in fact, fall and winter, in accordance to the seasons. I'd like it to at least act like it's that season. But literally, there have been winters here where it's like I've gone out in short sleeves and jeans. Like, they're really, really mild. Or, we might get snow, but it will it will last maybe an hour, and then it's gone, it's melted. So, it's hot. I'm sure it's hot everywhere. But, yeah. I don't really mind the not getting snow part, though. Like, don't get me wrong. I like snow, but, like, when I think of snow, I think of, like, skiing and snowboarding. So, yeah. It's kind of like if I want snow, I'll go to the mountains to ski and snowboard. Like, I don't necessarily need it here.
It's gonna snow a lot this year.
I have no idea. I hope it does. That would at least, get some kind of snow. Because we used to get snow like every winter, and then now we really don't. It'd be nice to get something, at the very least. Like, do I need it to be a lot of snow? No. But, at least something, maybe, would be nice.
Well, before, I mean, while I do say I'm not. Sorry, got distracted. While I'm not. While I'm not the biggest fan of the heat, and post for the weather being cold, I don't mind. I don't particularly care for snow, though.
Yeah, snow can kind of be annoying. Like, I'd like
I like
it.
to look at it.
Yeah, I'd like it
For
because
me,
I want it to snow so I can like go in the snow and play with my dog.
Yeah.
Because
my dog hates snow.
Maya likes snow. I feel bad for her paws though because she gets really cold. Like we have a really thick waterproof winter jacket we put on her, and we got like little booties for her. Now does she like the booties? No, but we got her booties out of concern for her paws. But we haven't been able to use them because it hasn't snowed. Or if it does snow, the snow's gone within a few hours. Like, it just doesn't really snow. Or we'll get flurries and it won't stick. Like, we don't really get winter here. And it sucks.
When I put Sugar in the snow, she just stands in it and doesn't move.
Oh, well, to be fair, she is very tiny. She's probably like, what the hell did you just put me in?
Overload.
Yeah, she's probably like, what the hell did you just put me in?
I remember the first time I put her in snow when she was little. At me, it was just angry. The reason why is because she's always been in the house and we always control the temperature. And she's like, what did you set the thermostat to?
Oh, yeah, because it's cold. Yeah. Dude.
She's such a spoiled baby.
She really is.
She hates snow. Every time she goes out in it, it's just like, why does this happen? And make it stop.
Yeah, Maya doesn't mind it. She likes it because she thinks it's like fun, but then she'll get cold, so she won't go. She's kind of like a kid that way. Like it's fun, but then you get cold and you want to go inside. But yeah, the first time Maya saw snow was literally the winter after we had gotten her, because we got her in the spring, and then that winter I think it snowed because she was like, what? She like wouldn't go outside. Like we opened the front door and she just stood there. We were like, go outside, go potty. And she was just like looking at us like, do you see what's wrong with the ground? There is something on the ground. And so I literally picked her up and just kind of tossed her into it. Because I'm a very kind pet owner. I just kind of picked her up, walked out a few feet, and dropped her in it. And she was kind of like, she's funny in the snow. She'll jump like a rabbit. Rather than walk through it like a normal dog, like she'll just jump like a rabbit through it. Because she thinks that's how you go through it. She thinks, oh, this is how you go through snow. You jump around. Yeah, it's like, no. At least she'll go out in it. Yeah, Sugar gets mad. We went sledding with Maya that year. Maya's funny. Like, if you go to the park, because we have the playground in our neighborhood, if you go down the slide, she wants to sit on your lap and go down with you.
Aww.
If you go on the swing, she wants to sit on your lap as you swing, which you have to be very careful in that case. But if you go down the sled, if you want to go down in the sled, she wants to be in the sled with you. You just need to make sure that you have a good grip on her, so she like doesn't go flying out or something. But yeah, she's fun. She likes participating in all that. Because otherwise she'll just run in front of you, and then I feel terrible because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna like hit you with the sled or something. So Yeah, I took her down a slide once, and now every time we go and we happen to go to the park, she'll climb all over the playset, and then she'll go over by the slide and just like wait for me and be like, "Come on, time to go down it." Or if I go on the swing, I went on the swing once, and I happened to like go on the swing with her and started rocking her on the swing, and she loved it. And then yeah, with the sled, like she got in front of my sled, and I was a kid. I was like, oh, it would be funny if she went with me, but she actually loved it, so she wound up liking it. But yeah, whenever you do something, she just wants to be a part of it. She's so adorable that way. She spent, I'd say, 80% of the day sleeping on my bed today.
Yeah, because you've been walking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she knows my work uniform. She hates it. She gets so mad. She'll give me the stink eye. She gives me the worst stink eye. She's like, how dare you go to work and make it so I can't lay on your bed all day? So she loves it when it's my days off, because then she knows, oh, Wolf is here. He's going to be able to, I'll be able to sleep on his bed today. And it's like, yeah, it's my spoiled baby. So I can't help it. She's so damn cute. I can't not spoil her. Like, God, she just gives me those eyes and that face. And, like, how do you say no to that?
The more you talk about it, the more you talk, it sounds like you're talking about a spouse.
Well, oh, she's my baby. It's basically like having a child. Except for this one constantly needs snuggles. I was like, you know this because you've been to my house. You know how demanding she is.
I do. I do.
Yeah, she is not subtle when she wants attention, guys. She will just nudge your hand and keep on nudging until you reach over to pet her. Like, she is not subtle. When she wants attention, she will make it known. She will make it very known to you. She will basically be like, give me attention now. You stop petting me? How dare you? Keep petting me. I didn't say you could stop. Like, yeah. She's a very spoiled baby. But I can't not spoil her. She's so damn cute. Though it is probably my fault she's so spoiled. Yeah, it's 1000% my fault. My fault she's so spoiled.
I can't say the same thing for my dog.
Dude, your dog's so cute. She's so funny. She'll bark whenever we get there and be like, intruders, intruders. But then the moment you start walking towards her, she's like, oh, pet me. Your dog's tiny. Your dog's like sugar. She's tiny enough, like I can just pick her up with one arm. Like Maya is not that tiny. Like I have to pick up Maya with 2 arms. Maya's about 30 pounds. Your dogs are about like 10. Not even. Like they're super light.
She's not walking like get away. It's more, how dare you be on the other side of the door and not be paying attention to me?
Yeah.
Like literally, you have to pay a tax from coming into this house. And
Literally. Yeah, you have to go over and pet her, because otherwise she gets very insulted.
Yes, there is a tax.
Yes, there is a dog tax. It's the same for my house. If you don't give Maya attention, she'll just sit on your feet until you give her attention.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, y'all learned. Yeah, they learned this when they came over to my house one time. And she basically stayed up. We were in my room, and she was on my bed the whole time because she was like, you can't go up without me. Don't you dare leave me down here by my lonesome. She is my spoiled baby. Again, she's so freaking cute. I can't not spoil her. But yeah. Dogs are great. I love dogs. Yeah, anybody else got anything interesting to talk about, or do we want to wrap this up?
Wrap it up.
Okay, well, thank you guys for joining us for another week for the podcast. Panda was able to pop in briefly, and we got Latte! Woo! Latte was able to make the podcast. Yay! But yeah, thanks again for listening. Bye.